If you're running an agency or trying to start one, I need to tell you something that's going to scare you. 99% of agencies as we know them will be completely dead within the next 2 years. And if you don't pay attention to what I'm about to show you, you're going to be one of them. Now, before I get into this, if you don't know me, my name is Daniel Fazio. I run a software/done-for-you business called ListKit and a consulting/coaching company called Client Ascension. I have personally collected over $25 million across offers I own, not client offers. And we are currently above $1 million per month in revenue with very high profit margins. So have you noticed that getting clients has never been more difficult? So for the beginners, every offer you try isn't getting any traction. For the veterans, demand is dying up for whatever you've been selling, and response rates on cold emails are lower, content gets less views, ad costs are 3 times what they were 2 years ago. What does this all mean? That the cost to acquire a client has gone substantially up. Now, have you also noticed this? That $10K a month or $30K a month used to mean a lot more than they do now. Now everybody's bragging about $300K a month or $1 million a month. Why is it now that everybody is hitting absolutely massive numbers and nobody is hitting $10K a month or $30K a month? Isn't even celebrated as much as it used to be? Because we have developed into the most profuse winner-take-all environment I've ever witnessed in my life. Everybody who has money is making all of the money, and everybody with no money is going bankrupt and shutting down their business left and right. The winners are taking everything and leaving absolutely nothing for anybody else, i.e. you. How are we pulling this off? Because shouldn't it be that us guys who run massive companies above $1 million a month have the same economics as you, that we sign our clients and we have to fulfill for those clients, right? And we've got to hire all these people, train them all, manage them all, and make sure all these deliverables are being completed. Or are we doing something that you don't know about yet? Something that means that we can make millions of dollars at 70% gross profit margins and have barely any employees at all. Before we get into that, let me ask you something. Are you making the money you thought you'd be making when you started your business? I'm going to take a wild guess and say the answer is fuck no. You're probably grinding 60 to 80 hours a week, barely signing any clients with the shit ton of work you're putting in. And of the clients you do have, it's a metric fuck ton of work that never ends. And what are you making? $5K a month in profit before taxes? You are literally out here working more than a full-time desk job, taking home less than that would pay anyway. On top of that, you follow 32 Instagram accounts of 18 to 23-year-olds driving Lamborghinis and going on boats with models and shit. So have you ever sat down and asked yourself, what the fuck is going on here? How is that possible? And of the other category of you, those who haven't even started your business yet but have been trying, you're still sitting here watching these people pulling $300K a month in profit while you can't even sign a single client because nobody will respond to you. How does that make you feel? Pissed off? Here's what's happening that nobody wants to admit. The cost to acquire a client has gone up at least 300% in the last 3 years. Response rates on any form of cold outreach have absolutely plummeted. Ad costs have tripled. Close rates have been cut in half depending on the offer. The average agency owner bragging about their 30K months is taking home like $5K a month in profit before taxes. They're poor. And because of all the competition, all of the clients want more deliverables for less money. So you need to give more and charge less in order to have a better offer than all of your competition. So you're putting in more effort to sign clients, more money to acquire clients, needing to do more work for each client and making less from them. The math isn't mathing, my guy. You need a team of 5 to 8 people just to service 20 clients properly. So that's 15 to 25K per month in payroll alone, add in tools, software, commissions, marketing, and all the other bullshit. And you're looking at profit margins of like 25%. So to make 20K in profit, you need 80K in revenue. So that's 27 clients paying 3K each and not churning. Oh, fucking churn? We forgot about churn, didn't we? Because as you're sitting here working your ass off to service these clients, they're getting pitched by like 20 other people who would do the exact same thing that you're doing, but give them more and charge them less. It's a complete nightmare. And I promise you, this is not going to get better unless you make a change right now. But here's what's really fucked up about the whole situation. While 99% of agency owners are struggling and going out of business, there's a small group of people who are making more money than they've ever made in their lives. I'm talking about people pulling in 50K, 100K, 200K plus per month with higher profit margins than ever before. So how is that possible when everybody else is struggling? What's going on here? Because they're not playing by the old rules anymore. Let me give you a glimpse into what my business looks like right now. So we have over 800 active clients across multiple offers. So there's other customers too who we don't like directly service, but it's some capacity of done for you, right? These These clients need cold email scripts, ad copy, funnel pages, VSL scripts, email sequences, lead magnets, I don't know, webinar presentations, challenge content, just dozens of different deliverables that need to be produced and delivered to them every single month. Now, take a guess at how many people I have directly involved in producing these deliverables. Just take a guess for a second. The answer is five fucking people. So we're servicing 800 plus clients with 5 people doing the actual production of deliverables. Now, obviously we have more team members than that doing like admin, sales, customer service, whatever, but the actual product of raw deliverables is 5, right? Do you know how many cold email scripts we can make per day right now? The answer is over 100, like with the click of a button. Do you know how many ad scripts I can make in a single day by myself that are actually good? The answer is hundreds, and I do it regularly all the time. So how do we do this? With AI. What's this mean for us? That some dumbass running the same business as me who doesn't know how to use AI would need a team of like 60 plus people to manage what I'm actively doing with 5. What's that mean? That my margins, my gross margins, can be like 70 to 80%, while their margins are like 15%. Okay, what's that mean? That not only do I profit over 5 times more than them, I also work like 1/5 as much as they do. I don't know about you, but the entire reason for me ever starting a business wasn't to grind and for the rest of my life get to working. It was to get fucking rich, right? Like get rich fast enough to never need to work again, but at the same time, also enjoy my life as I make the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do absolutely nothing all day. So the winners in 2025 to 2030 will not have teams of VAs and media buyers and copywriters or whatever giant team. They'll have a laptop, a few paying clients, paying 3 to 10K a month each, and AI doing 90% of the fulfillment at 80% gross profit margins. Let's think about the difference between these two different agency owners, this hypothetical agency owner. So let's take a traditional guy, right? Works 70 hours per week, razor thin profit margins, constantly stressed about cash flow, always hiring, firing, managing people. Some of you just haven't even got to the point to hire at all, right? Because it's annoying. So the people who he does hire constantly fuck the job up and needs to fix things himself. Takes maybe 1 to 2 weeks of vacation per year, pulls in like 5K a month of profit working with like 10 clients. Okay, so how about an AI assisted agency owner? Dude works 20 to 30 hours per week, completes entire client projects that used to take multiple weeks in 4 hours flat. Doesn't need to constantly hire and fire people because AI does 90% of the fulfillment work. His only job is utilizing AI tools, profits 80% of what he makes, works 20 hours per week. So this isn't just a business model difference. This is a completely different way of approaching your life. So what's the secret? How are these people achieving these results? The answer is AI, not in the way you think. I'm not talking about some bullshit AI automation agency where you sell like vague automations build outs to companies. I'm talking about using AI to completely replace the human labor component of traditional agency offers. Okay, every single deliverable that used to require a human copywriter or designer or strategist, but being produced by AI that do the job immediately for 1/100th the cost and never sleep. And the quality is better than what humans can produce in the first place. Okay, so this is super simple. You take AI, it analyzes thousands of high-performing examples, like shit that actually worked, and then you produce the client deliverables based on that. And it ends up being better than like $8,000 per month copywriter. So the reason why people are afraid of AI is because they operate on an employee mindset. What they think is their edge is their ability to write copy or their ability to design an email. None of this matters anymore. You can run a better, larger, and more profitable agency without having been a designer or copywriter ever in your life even once. Why? Because AI does the fulfillment for you. This is the only time in human history that you've been able to start an agency, sell a service, and immediately be able to produce like expert level, 30-year veteran levels of deliverables to clients while being a complete beginner and not knowing shit, right? There is no more spend 1,000 hours to get good in training. You're just automatically good because AI does everything. The AI handles the execution. You handle the strategy strategy, the client relationships, and the business development, but the actual raw production of deliverable is just done by AI. So you become the conductor of an economic machine, not a fucking cog in the wheel doing laborious day job work where you're sitting there for 13 hours per day and hate your life. Okay, again, to reiterate this, the winners of 2025 to 2030 will not have teams of VAs or copywriters or media buyers. They'll have a laptop, few paying clients, and AI doing 90% of the fulfillment. They're gonna work 20 to 25 hours per week and make more money than people working 80 hours per week with the old model who refuse to catch up and actually lean into this. If you refuse to catch up and lean into this, you are completely fucked. Now, I could sit here and tell you that you have plenty of time to figure this out, but that's gonna be a lie because like every single thing in life, there's gonna be some degree of market sophistication that occurs over time. So the transition is happening right now. Like every single business opportunity to ever exist on the planet ever. It's just gonna be the same exact thing. It gets progressively more difficult as more and more people do it before you. Every month you wait is obviously another month of struggling with dog shit profit margins while your competitors who understand that they need to go forward with this, actually execute it, and make a profound amount of money. Okay, so tomorrow I will be posting another video that will be revealing the exact business models that print money with AI. It's not an AI automation agency. It's not selling white labeled AI tools. It's about taking traditional agency offers with active cold traffic demand and appendaging AI onto the fulfillment to do 90% of the work at 80% gross profit margins. I'm posting that video in exactly 24 hours from now. So if you want to see it, go to the thing, put the bell notification on. And if you're watching this in the future, I'm going to link it as the first thing in the description. It'll probably be the thing that shows up after this. This is super important. All right. Put the bell notification on. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.